How's it? This is Short Round and you're watching Gear and Trail, etc. Today I'm going to be doing an initial review of the UK Hammocks Woodsman X. Through my year of experimenting with many different hammocks, I've been in all the popular hammocks. I've owned them or either tried them out, and my journey continued on. The reason why I was looking at something a little bit shorter was for my bike packing trips, and 11 foot, although super comfy, it's got a lot of material and it takes up a lot of real estate inside my bike packing bags. So I started doing a lot of investigation on foot sag, and I know the XLC had started that. I actually had Kit Sap Cowboy. He created one for me after looking at some videos from TZ Brown from Hammock Farms. And then I stumbled upon Derek Hansen, who did a video on this very hammock. And he said something that encouraged me to buy it. He said that this was his favorite hammock of all time. And Derek, as you all know, is a guy that's been in the best of the best hammocks in the world, whether it's from the best cottage vendors to the most commercial. And it's a current statement that he wrote me back on his YouTube channel in 2018. So I bought this, and it's a 9 foot 10-inch hammock. As you can see, it's got pretty extreme head sag, shoulder sag, and a pretty extreme foot sag area. So what it enables you to do is, while you're laying on the diagonal, you're really pushing out the sides of the hammock, getting a flat lay. And I have to echo his comments. This is a great hammock. I took it out with me on the Greenbrier River Trail, but I ended up having an issue with how I larch-headed the whip ends. I never use whip ends. I usually use triple sewn channel gathered ends. So I had a little bit of slippage there, and I had to do a quick repair in the field, but this is actually my third initial outdoor testing overnight. So let's take a closer look at it. UK Hammocks Woodsman X. It's on a whipped end. We got the exaggerated shoulder head end. It's an asymmetric hammock, and this is head left, feet right. Again, you look at here, very generous foot sag area. And we'll go around to the opposite side, and you'll see how saggy and baggy that foot end is. Okay, now XLC users, you'll be familiar with this because this is pretty much along the same design cues. And the one thing is, it's an integrated bug net system, and this unzips and stows in the end of your hammock. But the issue is there's only one pair of zippers, so you don't want to be exiting on this side, putting stress on that end. So the zippers are on the head end side. Again, this is asymmetric. It can unzip all the way into the foot end, much like a Simply Light Designs or Dream hammock. And I'll show you what it's like when I get inside. All right, so I'm going to get in and demonstrate the lay of this thing. Again, one pair of zippers. And I'm going to tell you this. I would put this comfort level of this 9 foot 10-inch hammock on par with any 11 foot hammock. And I've either owned all of the popular hammocks that are currently out, or I've been in all the popular hammocks that are out. And I got to tell you, for 9 foot 10 inches, the comfort and the lay that I get, unbelievable. Alright, as you can see, I'm situated. The left ball of my shoulder and elbow keep the net pushed out, so you don't need any tie outs. Again, losing more weight, not having to have any kind of shock cord or stakes. And then you could just see on the diagonal, head left, foot right. I mean, it's just a very comfortable flat lay. And it's so comfortable that it's almost like I don't even need neck support with a pillow. So again, I echo Derek Hansen's remarks and comments on his hammock. It's unbelievable. Now the one thing I will say is the ripstop 1.1 is a harsher ripstop. It doesn't have the silky feel that I'm used to with the Hexon 1.0 or the Hyper D 1.6 and the Robics that are out there. This has kind of a chalky feel to it. That's the big negative, but the comfort, the size, and how it doesn't take the real estate up in your pack is worth the hammock. All right, here's the Woodsman X in netless mode. Again, it's integrated bug net, much like Simply Light designs and other hammocks on the market. So the zip comes around, loops around the hood, comes back around, and it's sewn in on the end channel, and it stows into its own stuff sack attached to the structural ridgeline. It also comes with a generous size ridgeline pocket where you can put everything, shoes, hat, gloves, whatever you want, and that slides up and down the ridgeline. And then I just added, just for my GoPro, my phone, stuff I want to keep close, my wallet, this is the Arrowhead Designs ridgeline pocket small. It has a top load right here and a zipper pocket on the opposite side. Here's the other side of the foot sag. And again, as you see, even without the net, with this right here, it maintains that same sag that you would get. So it maintains that same comfort and flat lay when the net is deployed into the peak. All right, here's it close up. You can see the zipper, how it goes around the hood that way. And here's the generous size ridgeline stuff sack. See how pretty big that is. And here's a close-up of this foot sag adjustment. So you got your grow gain right here, some shock cord, the Dutch ridgeline beaner, and I have it on a piece of am steel, adjustable am steel. And again, I swapped all this out. I swapped out the structural ridgeline as well as the shock cord, the beaner, and installed this am steel. So very impressed with this hammock. Now, with all this positive initial reviews of this thing, there are some negatives. Matt, who is the owner of UK Hammocks, he goes on all these expeditions, so he's like a guide of some sort, and he takes people on 1, 2, 3 month expeditions. So when you put your order in, you may not hear from Matt or the company or whoever's sewing or the business itself. You will probably never get an email back. You'll probably never get anything other than the initial invoice that you placed the order. I waited probably 2 months and maybe had one Facebook Messenger, yeah, it was Facebook Messenger conversation with Matt, and after that for 2 months I never heard back from him. And I kind of almost took it as a loss. I thought, okay, well, I spent some money, and I guess that's just that. But next thing you know, I got a invoice in the mail that said it's on its way to be shipped, and couldn't be happier. So the communication is horrible. In the USA, we're so used to dealing with Dutch and Paul from AHE and Simply Light Designs with Jared, and all the other cottage vendors. You get so spoiled and used to getting that type of feedback and quick answers, but you're not going to get that at UK Hammocks, I'll tell you that right now. But it's worth it.